Here we are in my shop. This is where I make the batarangs. We're going to go through, show a step-by-step of the process of how I make these. So let's put some safety glasses on and get right to work then, alright? Sorry about the 90s fantastic jacket, it's just it keeps the debris off me while I'm working. So over here we have the plexiglass and the templates. Right now I'm just going to trace this out so I can cut it. I'm going to take this little cutout tool. It's going to be a little loud, so if it distorts in the video, we'll remove the sound. But okay, and there we have a piece. Okay, and so now we're going to the grinder. Once again, if it's too loud, we'll just cut the audio out of the video. So here we go. Alright, so here's the piece that we have. It's just this takes a little bit more detailed work with the file, so we're going to skip over to an entirely different set. That's already got the bat ears in the shape here. We have other pieces for the batarangs here. So now we need to do the drilling for the magnets and the posts. Alright, so we're using the stencils to mark where to drill for the holes. Pretty simple. Same thing for the wing. Alright, so we're drilling for the post setting. So I've got the smaller drill bit here. The drill is not really all that powerful, so gotta go kind of slow. Knife, take the burrs out, make sure it's a smooth cut. There you go. Alright, then set it up. I like to drill straight through with the other piece as a guide. Now that it's set, you can remove. And burrs. Here we have the bigger drill bit for the magnets. Same basic process. There we go. See, the batarang is starting to look more like a batarang. So what we're doing now is we're gluing the fixed wing to the back of the front plate, which will sit right about here. Take your glue or resin or whatever you want to use. Liberal amount. And now, clamp. Alright, as you can see, we're moving on to a new piece, which is simply, well, what happens is put the neodymium magnet in there, glue it in, post it there, and then you test it, see how, you alter that a little bit, you tighten it down, but yeah, so, screws, put it over here, put it in the clamp, work on the fitting of the batarangs, make sure that the wings are perfectly symmetrical. This is the most time-consuming part of the whole process, is simply getting them looking proper.
Alright, I'm Owen, and I'm assisting Eric in helping him build the batarangs due to the unexpected amount of requests that he received. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the beveling of the edge. Okay, basically it's like a mock-up blade. It's not actually sharp, but it does give it a decent looking bladed edge on there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to sand on the sander here to make that edge. As you can see, that's kind of the start of our edge there, and that'll actually give it a nice sleeker look after it gets painted and everything. And I'll go ahead and do the other side next. We got here our next step. What we're going to do is we're going to get it prepared for the painting process. And just like how we have it all sanded down right here, I'm going to sand down the clear parts, make it all cloudy, and make it look, make it so that the paint adheres better to the plastic. So I'll start off with this one here. And you can see there, that'll help the paint adhere to the plastic. I checked to make sure it's all cut, taken care of. Make sure I didn't miss any spots. Looks pretty good like that. Alright, the next step here is we're going to go ahead and take these, bring them outside for the fumes and everything. We're going to paint them. What we're going to do is we're going to paint one side first, then of course let them dry, and then we'll flip them and paint them again. And then when we get done painting, we'll scrape the paint off the magnets so they have better connection when they get used. Alright. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use this template here to do our silver edging on the blade side of the batarang. And what we'll do is we mash it up like so along the blade. Try and get it close as possible. Grab our silver here. Try and give it a gentle spritz like so. Get a nice neat edge on it.
Alright, so after all that, we have a finished product. Here. All we need now is wrap it in bubble wrap and put it in the shipping. This is the original prototype batarang I made. It's a big ass one. It's about a foot, 1 foot 3 inches. So yeah, all that came from just this big piece. I was originally going to start thinking about selling them this big, but it's too much of a hassle to make them this big, plus shipping would be more. So yeah, keep an eye out on my YouTube channel for anything else I'm going to start selling. If you have any comments, questions, leave it below. One quick thing, the batarang wasn't actually my original idea. I custom make them, yes, but I got the plans off of a guy on Instructables. If I might put a link to that in the description below. So if you want to make it yourself, go ahead. But if you want to trust me and my skills, just pay me for it, and it'll probably cost less. So See you next time.